Hey everybody, back from AstartesGaming here, back with another episode of our Warhammer 40k Mechanicus Let's Play. So we've got 3 missions available to us today, but there's one in particular that I wanted to do, and that is the one for Kepra, Subdomina Kepra. And that is this one here. She needed help establishing a fortified defensive position as sort of a foothold, so that we can better, explore the tombs on this planet. And the big reason why I wanted to do this one is because not only do we get more Skitarii troops to deploy, but we get another tech priest as well, and that's going to be a big thing because to this point we've only had 2 tech priests to deploy, and so this will give us a 3rd character that could really bolster our strength. We still get the same, or roughly the same, Blackstone reward, so there's really no downside to doing this one versus something else, other than the fact that it might be a bit difficult just because we have flayed ones. There's a Deathmark, which is like a Necron assassin, I believe. So it could be a little bit more challenging, but I think it'll be worth it if we can get another character. I do really hope he looks different than my other characters, because this is the same portrait that Jeremiah has. And so hopefully they're just using a default one here, and there'll be another portrait for him, because it'd be nice to have some variety and be able to tell them apart more easily. But we'll see. So let's go ahead and launch this one. So Subdomina Kepra has requested aid in taking the pressure off her Skitarii troops. Collapsing key areas of the tomb Acropis will hinder enemy movement and stop them from overwhelming the Skitarii. Sorry. Somebody had a question about that, by the way. It's technically like a Latin plural. So the singular is Skitarius and the plural is Skitarii. If you want to be technical, it really should be Skitarii, is how a lot of, or how that's supposed to be pronounced in Latin, but most people I've heard pronouncing things in history, whether it be like, you hear it in Roman or strategy games a lot, like Sagittarii or Ballistarii, but in this case it's kind of a made-up word, but the idea is the same. It's the plural, Skitarii. So, right, let's launch this mission. Okay, so we're gonna bring Jeremiah. Oh, why was I trying to drag? I don't know. It's been a little while since I've played. But anyways, we're going to bring those 2. And let's see. We'll bring a Vanguard. Not enough Blackstone to deploy this troop. Oh, I have to actually pay to deploy him? That's a bummer. Of course I have 5 because I just spent all of it. So I guess we're just going to bring a bunch of servitors then, because that's all we can do. And do I have another? Oh, I do have another one. So that would be pretty helpful. I can gain 3 cognition. Definitely want to keep this one because that's a free heal, which could be the difference between life or death for a tech priest. Cant of the Craft, the next physical attack will deal +3 damage. I don't know if that's the best card I could bring, so let's reevaluate all of these. So 3 cognition could be really helpful. I didn't want to click that, sorry. I thought clicking it would, I don't know what I thought. There's arrows here, obviously. So we'll break 2 physical armor. Will deal 6 physical damage. So there's no reason to bring this one at all, because this is just the same card but objectively better, like 2 times as good. I like this, the 3 cognition, and then the next 2 attacks will ignore all armor. That could be really good in the right circumstances, but I don't think anything we're going to be facing on this mission is going to have an overwhelming amount of armor. They will, like the flayed ones are fairly weak, but they are dangerous in the damage that they can do. I don't know about the Deathmark, we haven't faced one yet, but I assume it's sort of the same. They're probably going to be similar to the flayed ones, but more deadly at range, but not overwhelmingly sturdy like a destroyer might be. So I don't think that's going to help us necessarily here. Let's do this one. Okay. And with that, let's go ahead and deploy. You do not relish this mission, Subdomina Kepra. I ascertain this from your pupil dilation and nervous system stress levels. Even in victory, the men and women on the ground suffer. But that is not something I imagine troubles Amigos. Some tech priests choose to excise the emotional centers of their brains, especially when they reach the rank of Magos. I did not. I have fought under plenty of magi who had no emotion at the loss of men and women in combat. I am glad to know I'm not doing that again. I am capable of quarantining emotions in my neurovaults and choosing to experience them if they are beneficial. I am not ruled by them, but I'm not ignorant of them either. That is why casualty rates on missions under my command are 11.7% below the average. I'll take that as a good omen. Subdominant Kepra, how goes your attempts of establishing a foothold on Silver Tenebris with our main forces? Operations in the Tomb of Acropus are continuing, Magos, but the enemy is pressing our perimeter hard. It is possible to explore the tomb if all my troops are tied. It is impossible to explore the tomb if all my troops are tied up, keeping themselves from being overrun. I see. The enemy is aware of our presence. It seems like it. They're not just attacking. They're not just attacking at random. The Necrons are exerting pressure at key points, hoping we will falter. Logic demands a response. Ignoring this predicament invites defeat. Your solution? With your help, collapse the tomb on them first. Okay, and here we go. I have plotted 4 locations in the Tomb of Acropus. If these are made impassable with demolition charges, the Necrons won't have the run of their own tomb anymore. My cohort will see this done. Once the key points are blocked, the Necrons will be funneled into our crossfires. They'll spend a lot more lives testing our defenses. I am not certain the Necrons can be accurately said to have lives. Well, whatever they have, they're going to lose a lot of them. Well said. Alright. Consolidation, deployment number 5. Here we go. So what is our objective here? It looks like we need to make our way down to there. How can we most efficiently explore the entirety of this base? I don't know if we want to go in there necessarily, but if we want to avoid it, then we will have to do a lot of backtracking. So I think the wisest first course of action is to go here, then there, and then out this way. Make it all the way down to that vault there. Then we can backtrack to here, cut across there. If we do that, we either need to go back the way we came, or we need to fight our way through the Necrons here to this glyph, and then from this glyph we go to there. Alright, so let's head here first. We know that much we need to do. The Scutarii units holding the Tomb of Acropus are suffering communications glitches, and one unit has run a cable to their command post to stay in touch. This cable runs across the chamber ahead, and it's obvious it has become severed, potentially cutting the unit off from the rest of the Scutarii forces. Ignore the cable, it's their problem, not ours. Fix the cable and check the surrounding area of the tomb to find the Scutarii unit and see how it's faring. Fix the cable as best you can. Let's just patch it up for him. But it's possible that they were already wiped out, and because they were out of communication, nobody would know. And so there might be a massive hole in our defenses. Yeah. I feel like this opens us up to the most issues, but at the same time, if we ignore it, it could present a lot of issues as well. Okay, so the cohort repairs the cable and spends the next while searching for the Scutarii unit. They find them lying dead at their post, victims of a Necron ambush. Their bodies sheared open by Gauss fire. Knowing their efforts were in vain pushes the cohort dangerously close to despair. See, I was worried this would happen, but I thought it would have a different effect. Because nobody knew that these guys were dead, so there could have just been a gaping hole in our perimeter. But no, apparently we just took a massive morale hit from finding these guys. Shame. We should have just patched up and moved on, I guess. Okay, so what do we got here? Presence has been detected. Chastisement of the menials on the Castus Metallicon will follow. Failure of maintenance observations inexcusable. The detonator of this charge appears to be a dud. Some menial must have neglected to perform the required anti-corrosion rites. Detonate the explosive charge with gunfire. Attempt to replace the corroded parts of the charge with the cohort's tech knowledge. Use a replacement detonator in the hope the whole batch is not defective. Oh boy. This is going to draw more Necrons to us almost certainly. This I feel like is going to take the longest, but is the safest option. So we'll probably get more awakening for this. This has the potential to go wrong if they're all defective. I'm just going to use a replacement detonator. Okay, the cohort replaces the detonator with basic tech rights. However, when the charge goes off, the detonator proves to have been poorly calibrated, resulting in an explosion that flashes out of the target chamber with a tremendous din. The explosion is even louder than normal and must have alerted nearby Necrons to the cohort's position. I don't know that there was like any way out of that. Oh well. As we go along in these missions, these little events seem to get harder and harder, in the sense that like there's less positive outcomes. So several Necron skulls are carved into the walls of this chamber, all arranged looking at a central pedestal holding up a globe. You can check the globe, it may be of significance to them. Move quickly without paying its grotesque decorations any mind. Scrutinize the Necron faces on the wall. Let's inspect the globe. Oh, of course, somebody takes damage. The globe represents Silver Tenebris itself, with the tomb's valley location picked out in silver. Before any further intelligence can be gleaned, however, the eyes of the Necron heads fire a fusillade of metal darts into the chamber. The cohort are caught in the trap before escaping the room, suffering several injuries in the process. Great. Wasn't that much damage, but still not ideal. So into this last room. So we'll see extra Necrons in battle, but that's what comes with trying to 100% these maps. A single port designed for a Necron canoptech creature extrudes from the surface. I don't know. I don't remember if we've had luck with either of these symbols. Okay, well, that worked out. We healed our tech priest, so he's no longer down that 2 HP. So back this way. There are 4 more rooms plus a battle for us to engage in. Do we backtrack to make sure we hit all of these? Or do we ignore them? I mean, either way we need to go here. So let's do that much. Okay, so we can just go for completion, or we can come down through here. Since there's no vaults in these, I mean, potentially we could still get Blackstone, and we will get Blackstone if we win that fight, which ideally we would win it. I don't know what damage we would take in the process, but almost certainly we're going to have a fight here. So I think, given our luck with these other events, I'm not going to try to complete this entirely. I'm just going to make a break for this. Okay. We've got glyphs. This panel controls a heavy door leading to a treasure room filled with cognition. These have both... Somebody was saying that because they're glowing green, it means that they have been the right answer before, or something to that effect, but they're both green here, so that doesn't really help me. I recall this one opening treasure rooms before, so let's do that. Okay, so we got some Blackstone instead of cognition. I'll take that. And then into the final chamber. Okay, so they're up to... what, 2 now? Not really that big a deal. I generally finish the Necrons off before they have any chance to reanimate, so this doesn't affect us all that much. It just means I have to be more diligent than usual. Okay, we've got scarabs already. And there is a Deathmark somewhere. We'll probably find out very shortly. So there he is. Lifeform's sudden appearance on aspects unexpected. Diagnosis, possible tech. Form list, teleportation, warp travel, unknown. So Deathmarks can jump around, sort of like warp spiders, I think. I like how he just pivots backwards like that. This is no form of warp travel. The Telepathica aboard has reported no disturbance near the planet the whole time we've been here. Alternate dimensional shift? Teleportation? Unknown? Teleportation tech too volatile. No power signs. No lightning. No singe marks. Tomb too deep for teleportation. Alternate dimensional shift. Unknown? We know there is only the immaterium in real space. Scriptures have written about only these two for millennia. Noting conclusion. Unknown. Logged. Disappointment. Desire for answers must be fulfilled. Okay, so we have to survive 4 rounds against the Deathmark. I was joking with somebody in the comments that these objectives seem kind of irrelevant or unnecessary because once we complete this objective, they're going to issue us another one to kill all of the enemies, and surviving is sort of a prerequisite in that. And so it doesn't make a lot of sense to me that, you know, we would have to worry about surviving for a couple of turns when realistically we would have to do that even if we were trying to kill the enemies. So they're going to get several attacks off on us before we can do much in response. Unfortunately, they have a lot more initiative than we do, and it didn't help that we gave them more initiative through one of those events. So this is gonna hurt. Hopefully the Deathmark can't like one-shot us, but my hope is that Jeremiah can close with him and fight him in melee. That should make him a little bit less lethal, I would assume, because he's carrying what is essentially like a Necron sniper rifle, I think. And so if I run up and punch him in the face repeatedly, he should have a harder time killing us. These guys are all fairly weak, but 3 of them might be able to overwhelm a Magos. We will certainly find out. Okay, so at least by entering his attack zone we get an attack of opportunity. Or, I don't know, he made a dumb call to try to move through it. Ouch. That did 5 damage. And then he's going to phase shift away. Oh boy. And then he can overwatch too. Oh great. This is not going well for us. Okay. So, we need to kill those guys, clearly. Right, so you have to melee attack. I can spend a cognition to heal you, or I can spend a cognition attacking. Let's use your servo skull to grab ourselves some cognition. Then we'll have a little bit more options in what we can do. I think we probably should heal. The question is who? Oh, right. It has to be adjacency, so you're the only option at the moment. So that'll get him almost back to full health. And then we can attack one of these. Since we don't have them scanned, we don't know their hit points, but we know that this one already took a hit, so let's finish that one off. There There we go. And I'm not going to move him any further because he will take an attack of opportunity if I do. But he will get hurt by the acid. So Jeremiah, you can't fire your gun. However, if we grab some more... What is that? Oh, that's a console. I've been told I need to scan those rather than destroy them, or scan them before destroying them or something to that effect. So I'll try to do that, but obviously we need to worry about this guy first. So I can get to him. I don't know if that is wise. Ah, man. So if I go there, I can grab a cognition as we go by. He'll get his overwatch on us, though. Oh, and we're gonna get hit with an attack of opportunity if we go by, too. I almost wonder if we should deal with the scarabs first. But with him taking pot shots at us, we're not gonna live very long. He's gonna get attacked twice if he does this, though. Yeah, I don't know that that's a good idea because the scarabs will hit him. He'll start taking DOT from the acid, and then the overwatch could potentially kill him, or at least bring him very close. And I don't know if he can teleport out of melee. That's something else. So... ah, man. This is free. Can I hit him with it? Go ahead and fire because it's free. There's no reason not to. Nice. Actually, I think he has the same weapon. I probably should have fired with him as well. Okay, so he phase shifts when we attack him. Regardless of whether it's his turn or not. That's good to know, at least. Oh, he's overwatching specific characters. Interesting. He gets the overwatch no matter what we do. That makes this awful tricky. I probably should have fired the arc rifle. Oh wait, no, never mind. I didn't spend a cognition on that. That's right. So I could spend cognition on a canticle. Gain 3 cognition. That would help us quite a bit. I'm gonna do that. Okay, so that'll gain us some cognition. I could fire this, but not at you. Not yet, anyways. Damn, I don't know. Let's test the overwatch. We'll see how lethal it is, and B, how accurate it is. Okay, so it's just as lethal as his regular attacks. Probably shouldn't be testing his overwatch anymore. Alright, well there's one less scarab to deal with. I'm gonna move you to there. And we'll end your turn. Oh, don't tell me there's more. Great. Okay. Well, we can call in some backup. Let's do that. I'll put a servitor there. And a second servitor... I don't think a servitor is going to do much against him. So let's put it down there or something. The reason I say that is because he's got 1 physical armor, and these guys hit for 1 to 2 damage. So there's a good chance they do nothing. It is 1 to 2, right? Yeah. There's a good chance they do nothing, and even if they do hit, it's only going to be for 1. If they hit him for 1 damage, he teleports away, and then they're stranded out here. So I think they're going to be more useful slowing these guys down. Okay. If you move, they get an attack of opportunity, so try to finish that thing off. Oh, you would do the minimum. Well, that's all you can do. Can't fire your pistol because you're stuck in melee combat. Acid's still chipping away at us. Mr. Servitor, I need you to run up in that warrior's face and start punching him. They don't like being in melee combat, so that will help us quite a bit with him at least. Okay. You need to... Oh, great. We don't have any cognition. So I can't attack. Oh, but his machine spirit is charged, so we got a little bit lucky there. Oh, it still costs 1, I guess. Sometimes, some of the machine spirits give us free attacks, but no, this one just gives us armored destruction. So I just have to end his turn. There's nothing I can do. I should have maybe deployed one less of them and preserved some cognition. Oh well. You've just delayed this unit's turn. Oh, I forgot I could do that. Attack of opportunity there. He's gonna run away and then shoot the servitor. That's fine. We'll get cognition for him taking damage. I think I will move you back into... Or not into, but I'll move you there so that we can try to finish that warrior off. Still no. Okay. Well, that's the end of your turn. Now let's see what the Deathmark does. It's going to fire at him. Luckily, he's got some energy armor. Energy protection? I don't know. Point being, he's got some protection against it. And that is going to destroy the scarabs. Nice. So now these two are free to move about. Flayed one's going to move up and attack the servitor. Only 1 damage. I thought they hit harder than that. Oh well. Let's see what to shoot you with. This is free and it's got +1 damage. Let's fire that first. He's gonna phase shift. Then we might be able to hit him with the other gun now, the arc rifle, and kill him. So I'm going to spend all of our cognition to do that. Nice. We'll want to put him down. Yeah, go grab that cognition, actually. And get away from these guys while you're at it. Okay. I will gladly take that, and then you still have enough cognition to step over there. Or sorry, not cognition, but to move there. I will need to attack him again. But that'll be your turn for now. Oh man, they just keep coming. Still have 2 more rounds to survive here. But at the very least, we'll get free cognition from that. I'm going to deploy 1 more servitor. I think we'll put him over here. Because we'll want to intercept those Necron warriors in melee if we can. Let's see. We'll fire this. No. First and foremost, let's grab. Or do we heal? Well, I mean, we need to grab cognition either way. So grab cognition. I need to remember to scan that thing too. Maybe once we've dealt with these two, because if we can get them in melee combat, they'll be a lot easier to deal with. I should heal. So that's 3 repaired. Then we'll move you to there so that we can shoot the Necron warrior. This is free. So he's down to 2. He absorbed some of it. I would like to go finish him off. I don't want to make you a target for those warriors, though. Hopefully that's safe enough. No, I think if they move their full movement, they will be able to shoot him. Yeah, I don't know. Let's put you... I think they can still hit you there, so let's move you there. And I'll end your turn. Now, this servitor's turn is up, so let's put him there and have him attack. Even if that doesn't get through, it'll keep him honest. That's 1 damage, I'll take it. Okay, you need to attack the flayed one. We had the machine spirit there, so presumably we did extra damage or something. I could have checked and seen what it was, but I was preoccupied. So... you already grabbed that cognition. Let's fire the pistol to finish him off. That is free. Now then. I think I'm going to scan this, since he already grabbed some cognition physically. Okay, we did some damage to it. Did we get anything else for it? I don't think we did. Right. I think I'll move you up to help with the flayed one. Yeah. That should kill him. Good. We'll get some cognition for that. And I could fire this if I wanted to, but that seems unnecessary. I mean, I could shoot these guys even. I just don't know, because that could put us without any cognition on the following turn. Yeah, I'm not going to do it because ideally I should only really be firing this when there's a chance for it to jump, and if I hit him, this guy's too far forward for it to jump to. So we wouldn't be using this optimally, so let's just not use it at all. Good, got him with the attack of opportunity. These two are gonna trudge forward. Oh, it looks like we are out of their range. That's good. Okay, what to do with you guys? Let's have you start moving up to deal with the warriors. I'm gonna let this guy who's nearly dead worry about finishing them off. But yeah, we'll need to kill him. Oh, I'm gonna fire at him. Ouch. Well, at least we got some free cognition for it. God, they just keep coming. Are there any more ramps? I suppose that's the question. I don't think so. I don't think that they have any more platforms that they can deploy. And since we survived the requisite amount of time, I think that that little part of this mission is done anyways. I'm going to deploy another servitor. All hands on deck. I feel like you're going to get shot to pieces if we charge you out there, so why don't you help us out here? I guess I should have just deployed you over there, but whatever. Finish him off. You just paid for your deployment, so that's good. Let's see. Can't hit anybody with that from there, but I could move up. Let's move there. That should let these guys pass pretty easily, but that will put him in range to fire. Probably should have shot the one in the back, because it'll be harder to get to him versus this guy. Is there anything else I want to do? I could restore 5 HP. If I'm going to do that, I should be doing it on Jeremiah, though. So I guess we'll just end your turn there. Let's get you moving forward. You need to finish that thing off. We should get a cognition for that. No? Okay. Well, I don't know then. I'm gonna send him to go punch this thing. It might take a while to kill it, but he's gonna die if we send him to Necron Warriors, so... If we need to draw a shot, we'll do it, but... Otherwise, I don't know that that's a smart choice. Okay, I'm gonna have you go grab that cognition. I think I will spend one here healing you. We're not going to gain any Blackstone from this mission, by the way. They've both taken so much damage that... that would be good. Yeah, fire that first. Downed him, did some damage there. Go ahead and fire this at him. So he's still got plenty of health left. And that'll be the end of your turn. He's going to fire at a servitor. Not going to do enough to kill one, though. Gain some cognition there. Let's keep you guys moving up. And we need to hit him before he comes back. We'll get another free cognition. What to do with you? What's your range? I wish there was a way to check. I think there is, but maybe not. I don't know. I don't think they can shoot across here, so if they're going to engage us, they have to come all the way around. So I'm gonna, like, hide you behind this. And as they approach, we'll try to have you jump out and finish them off or something. Let's see. Let's have you grab... this, possibly? We can just move into adjacency to get that one. So let's go grab this. Then we can heal him to get him back up to potentially full health. No, we only got 14 there. And then you can fire your pistol. It looks like that's blocked. So... but if you wipe him out, we're not going to get the cognition. And since he acted, I can't delay his turn. I guess I should move him here then. Yeah, that's better. Damage absorbed. Well, that's a bummer. Okay, that'll be your turn. Let's get you up in his face. I'm going to have you attack that guy to make sure that he doesn't come back at us or anything like that. And then your job is to just, you know, harass him, basically. You need to come destroy that console. They're still on the move. Okay, so they can shoot you regardless. I was trying to keep him out of line of sight, but I don't think there's anything here that'll block line of sight. Okay. So you can deal some damage. That's not going to work. Where can I put you where you'd be able to hit him? Maybe I should just move you there and start engaging these guys. Yeah, let's do that. So we'll set him up here. Go ahead and fire this. That'll hit him and then jump to the one behind him. It's also charged with the machine spirit, so it'll do extra something. Oh wow, we downed him in one hit. So we can fire your other weapon there. Not too bad. Anything else that you want to do? We could send this to go... we should probably claim more cognition. But we would get cognition if we sent the servo skull here. Yeah, go ahead and just destroy him with the servo skull. So, away with him. Banished. And then... I can't spend 2 cognition to close the gap, apparently. And there's no point in moving you here because we're just trading a cognition for a cognition and putting you in range of getting shot. So we'll end your turn there. He's going to eat the attack of opportunity to run away, and then he'll probably kill this servitor. Yeah. Well, that's why they're there. We'll gain a cognition for him dying too, so that helps. Yeah, go get in his face. That's your job. Did extra damage thanks to our machine spirit there. Okay, we've got more awakening. Somebody's gonna possibly walk out of a crypt. Maybe not. Let's see. He'll probably just get shot, but at least he'll cover our other tech priest's approach. Can you hit him there? No. Where can you hit him from? I don't think we can shoot this guy, unfortunately. And I don't think that that servitor is going to be able to finish him by himself, so I think we need to move in and attack in melee here. Okay, so we downed him. The servitor can finish that much. Then we will probably just run you out here so that you're ready to help with the other side. It will cost us a cognition, but we can recap that later, I suppose. Okay. We'll end your turn. You need to come here, start attacking this. Okay. He's up, he's gonna kill our servitor. But at least that guy drew fire for us and got us some cognition. Cognition gauge is already full, so we may as well just close into melee. Or, you know what? We may as well shoot him with the pistol first, because that's free. Then move in. And we'll attack him in melee. He's not down yet, but he's close, and with the attack of opportunity next turn, he probably will get killed. Okay, your counter is going to tick one over. You are going to finish him off. And then you can come scurrying back this way. Round. Let's see. If I put you there, you can shoot him. You can shoot him there too. Let's do that. Do me a favor and do some damage to that. I'm worried if we don't destroy that before we kill him, we might not get whatever's in there. I don't know if I can shoot past him though. Because that guy's going to die no matter what. As soon as he moves, he's going to eat an attack of opportunity. So, let's move you over here. I want to see if we can destroy this. No? I'll move into melee then. Wasting a ton of cognition to do this, but... Anything? Not quite. Okay, so who's next? You are. Hopefully he can get it. I guess I can shoot it. So yeah, we'll do that. Do we get anything? -2 awakening. That's not really going to help us now, per se, but that will reduce the amount or the percentage that we add on to the global awakening at the end of the mission. So that helps us a little bit. End your turn. Nothing for you to do. End your turn. He's going to move and die. And that's the end of the mission. Okay, so that went... I don't know that that went well. Could have gone worse. We didn't get to explore the whole complex, so we're not going to gain a whole lot of Blackstone from that. And we'll probably end up net losing Blackstone just because we're going to have to spend so much healing our tech priests. So the last demolition charge brings down another section of the tomb. The most heavily used routes around the tomb are now cut off, and the Necrons will be forced to fight on Skitarii terms from now on. Servants of the Omnissiah will live now, who would otherwise die, Magos. My thanks for sending your tech priest to the aid of my troops. We will profit nothing on this world if our troops on the ground cannot keep the tombs open until we can ascertain the threat they contain. It is simple logic, Subdomina. Maybe, but nevertheless, I thank you. These Skitarii have much reason to expect a tech priest to come to their aid so directly. We are used to being disposable. My emotional cores return dismay and anger whenever a Skitarii is described as disposable. No one is disposable so long as they do the Omnissiah's work. Thus it is written. Alright, so it's going to cost us 50 Blackstone to heal these guys. Luckily, we did so much healing in the mission that we were able to offset that pretty considerably. We killed a lot of enemies, so we'll get some decent Blackstone there. We'll get 90 for completing this, as well as the other rewards. And then we found another 41. So we'll see where we end up ultimately. But, yeah. So that should have paid for this. We don't gain a whole lot else, though. So 236, that's not terrible. Oh, nice, we unlocked a new Canticle. The Litany of Life. This one restores 10 hit points. That's really good. And then we got another one. This maxes out machine spirits of all weapons. That's pretty cool. Plus 5 movement for one turn. That could be really helpful. Anything else? No. We did unlock several missions, though, so now we have 5 available to us. Let's jump into the Cohort first and see our new tech priest. Yeah, so unfortunately, he looks identical to Jeremiah, and I don't know if there's any way I can change that. I wish we could cycle portraits or something. Feel free to suggest a name for him, though. I did say I would take names on all but the original 2 because they had been with us for a while. But you're welcome to submit a name for him and I can rename him. It probably won't happen next episode, though, because I'm going to record these in a batch. We'll see, though. For the time being, I'm going to give you an Amnesian Axe. I'm going to give you a Phosphor Blast Pistol because it is free. Wow, you can't even equip 2 weapons yet? I think we should probably upgrade him, yeah? As much as I'd like to upgrade our other 2, he's starting at square 1, and so he's not going to be super useful until we do that. Let's see. Before I do that, actually, I'd like to look at where we're at with our other 2 characters. So you have the first perk in Secutor and Lex Mechanic. You have the first one in Explorador and the first 2 in Dominus. So I shouldn't overlap with that. I guess that means that you could go with like Engine Seer and Tech Auxilium. That's a good perk for everybody. I should probably try to get that on most of my characters. What other perks do we have here? Is this guy like more of the buff? Like a buff bot type of character? Defensive Protocol, Bless. It sounds like it, yeah. So this is like a buffing tree. The Engine Seer is like healing. But there's also some perks in here that would be really useful to a tankier type character. I guess I'll make him our primary healer then. So he'll be an Engine Seer. Okay, so that gives us the ability to cleanse. Negative effects last 1 turn less. I'll have to remember that because he should be the one that fights the scarabs then. Because they have that acid effect. So it will hurt him less than the others. And then I will give you the Phosphor Blast Pistol because it's free to use. I wish I could give you 2 weapons. Like this Volkite Blaster sounds badass, but it's too expensive to actually fire most of the time. And I can't give you anything else, yeah. Okay, so we'll just leave it at that. I don't have enough Blackstone to upgrade him again, but potentially if we get more Blackstone on the next mission, I might be able to get 2 level ups out of it. So let's go back to our missions here and just quickly survey what we might do next time. So Scaevola has an option for us. This we've already seen. It was available to us last time. We need to find our KO tech, and our reward is a macro stubber, a power field generator, and Blackstone. There's another Deathmark, some Acanthrites, and Necron warriors. We have Pt.6, the super religious guy. He wants us to destroy the source of a transmission. We will get an arc pistol, a scanner, and more Blackstone. We have a Necron Immortal, flayed ones, Acanthrites, and warriors. That could be quite difficult. We've never faced an Immortal, and I already know they're going to be pretty nasty. We have Kepra asking us to save the Oculus Topographus. We would gain another Cognition slot. Skitarii Rangers, Blackstone. I wouldn't mind having Rangers to deploy. This is the same potential enemies as the last mission. It still says it's easy versus those two being normal. So maybe we should prioritize this one while we're still lower level. Then we have Ro, who wants us to find isotopic materials for fuel. We would gain a Plasma Culverin. Interesting. That is incredibly expensive to fire. More Blackstone as a reward though, and we have an Acanthrite and some warriors. And then finally, Captrix would like us to eliminate Lord Astronomer Acropis. So this is hard. Probably not going to do that one. But we would gain a Plasma Caliver, a Cognitive Canister, troop deployment cost reduced. That would be really helpful in allowing us to deploy more Skitarii, and then we would gain Blackstone, like always. So there's Immortals, Warriors, and the Lord Astronomer himself. So this is the hardest one. This is the only easy mission we have left, so I think we'll do this one next time. We'll gain the new Skitarii that we can deploy, and then we'll worry about all these normal ranked missions. So with that, we're going to leave it there. Thank you guys so much for watching. I had a great time playing some Warhammer 40k Mechanicus with you, and I look forward to seeing you guys back here for the next episode.